We now want to hear from Kevin Kramer from North Dakota. 15 years ago, North Dakota had, for all intents and purposes, no oil and gas production. A good trivia question would be, which state is number 2 in oil production? The answer is not Alaska, it's not California or Oklahoma or New Mexico, it's North Dakota. So Kevin Kramer, new member of the Energy and Commerce Committee from the great state of North Dakota.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Joe. The other trivia question would be, how many Texas congressmen would it take to represent North Dakota? I just love the fact that the chairman of the Agriculture Committee is here and on this bill and advocating for it at a time when we're having serious discussions about trade promotion authority and trade deals. Can you imagine, Mr. Chairman, if we went to our farm producers, agriculture producers, and said, we have great news for you. There's going to be a bumper crop of wheat this year. The bad news is we've decided to ban exports of that wheat. Well, technology has created a bumper crop of light, sweet crude oil in this country. And the opportunity that it presents, and I appreciate the distinction between light, sweet crude and heavy sour crude and the refining capacity of the United States versus the world, those are important scientific distinctions. But I think perhaps one of the most important things that we don't talk nearly enough about is that America's national security and America's economic security are tied directly to America's energy security. And energy security is different than independence. Energy security is the ability to use the peaceful tools of energy production in place, frankly, of the weapons of war. To be the price maker, not the price taker. To be the reliable resource to our allies and others in the world, so they're not dependent on the cartels and the oligopolies. We have a great opportunity here. The time is now. There's no reason not to do it. But we're having the discussion. We're having it in I think, as transparent a way as possible to bring more people along. And so I very much appreciate Henry's leadership on this. And I too have talked to some Democrats. I don't think it'll be long before you'll see a large bipartisan coalition supporting this bill. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Jim. We now want to hear from Mark Wayne Mullen of Oklahoma. He's the Vice Chairman of the Republican Study Committee Task Force on Energy. He's also a new member of the Energy and Commerce Committee. And you know, I didn't tell it before, but obviously the answer, who's the #1 state in oil production, is Texas. I didn't say that because it should be self-evident, but in case you were wondering. Okay, Mark Wayne.
Joe, I appreciate that, but we're still #1 in football. And we appreciate you going ahead and sending those players our way too. You know, it is one of these things that we can joke and we can have a good time with each other, but we're talking about something serious today. We lost 20,000 jobs in the oil and gas industry in January alone. At the same time, our storage capacity is at record levels. What we're simply talking about is creating a market for the abundance amount of oil that we have. I mean, can you imagine these producers that are spending on the investment and the capital to go after a product that they don't have any place to sell it? I mean, it's one of the only commodities we have that we don't export. We're talking about opening a market. We're talking about bringing stability to the country. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like to see the 15-cent swings at the gas pump overnight. It never goes down as fast as it goes up. We're talking about being able to control our own prices, bringing stability to a market, bringing stability to an industry that is honestly the backbone of our country. If we're able to open these markets, we're able to deliver a product to our allies that are in desperate need of it. And I'm so thankful that Joe is taking the lead on this, and I'm thankful that he's allowing me to be a part of it. And so as we move forward, I think we have some work to do, but you can also understand that we have bipartisan support and it's growing every day. But I think this time next year, there's a good possibility we're standing in front of you talking about the new markets we're taking this product we have and the allies that we're able to help. So thank you for being here today.